Welcome to today's lesson. Today, we will review all that we learned before vacation. Today's learning target is I can multiply fractions and whole numbers and write products in simplest form. Let's get started. Here's our first example. If you recall, when we multiply fractions, we simply multiply the two numerators together and the two denominators together. So here in this problem, we're going to get 3 times 8 is 24, and 5 times 11 is 55. And the answer is already in simplest form. We do not need to simplify. Here in this next example, we're going to do the same first two steps. Let's multiply 4 times 3 and get 12. Let's multiply 7 times 4. That'll give us 28. And I just realized 12 and 28 are both even numbers. That means they can both be divided by 2. That also means that they can both be simplified. So I think we need to spend a few extra minutes here reviewing what the greatest common factor method for simplifying. So let's factor out the number 12. Let's see, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Those are all the factors of 12. And 28, we get, let's see, 1 times 28. You know what, though? I think 28 is too close. Let me erase that. Let's see, 1 times 28, 2 times 14, and 4 times 7. Okay, greatest common factor that both of these numbers share. Let's see, they both share 1. They both share 2. They both share 4. That's it. 4 is the greatest common factor. So, do you remember what we do next? Now that we know, we're going to divide both the top number, numerator, and bottom number, denominator, by that greatest common factor, in this case, 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 28 divided by 4 is 7. And so 3/7 is the simplest form for 12 28ths, and it's our final answer. All right, one more example here today. Here we have 5/4 times 6/7. So let's go ahead and start as we've done. Let's go ahead and multiply the top numbers together. 5 times 6 is 30. Bottom numbers, 4 times 7 is 28. Look at this product. Here, the top number is bigger than the bottom number. This is an improper fraction. And so to simplify, we first have to turn this improper fraction into a mixed number. Do you remember doing that before vacation? So we can think of 30 28ths as, I'm going to come down here in the bottom now. Are you ready? We can think of it as 28 28ths, which is the same as 1, right? That's the same as 1, plus 2 more 28ths, because 28 plus 2, that's 30, isn't it? That'd be 30 28ths. So that would be the same as 1 and 2 28ths. Right? Do you remember that? That would be our mixed number equivalent. Now, we also reviewed and practiced how to do the same exact conversion, but using division, where we divided the top number by the bottom. We had 30 divided by 28. And we said there's 1 28 and 30. That's this one right here. And we subtract that away, we get 2 left over, 2 28ths left over. That's that right there. So either way, we end up with 1 and 2 28ths. And we're almost done, but the thing we learned just before vacation was you got to check this fraction part of your mixed number, because it also might be able to be simplified. And in this case, it can. The greatest common factor of 2 and 28 is 2. And I know that because 2 is prime. So the only two factors of 2 are 1 and 2. And we can't use 1, so it's got to be 2. And we can do 28 again. 1 times 28, 2 times 14, and 4 times 7. We just did that in the last problem, didn't we? So we can see that 2 is the greatest common factor. There it is. It's in both lists. We can divide then by 2 and get 1 and 1/14. And that is the simplest form of 30 28ths. And that is everything we learned before vacation. So today, I want you to multiply fractions and whole numbers and write products in simplest form. That is all we're going to practice today. Nothing new until tomorrow. Okay, let's get started.